Dr. Sudarshan Padmanabhan, Associate Professor of IIT Madras, will now give the vote of thanks.
So I just want to start with an observation. Increasingly, the courts are also becoming like parliament. So, I can't pull my punches. So it's a great occasion. I should actually thank Honorable Chief Justice and retired Honorable Governor Mr. Sathasivam first. But I have to thank Mr. Srinivasan because, as everybody has mentioned, he had the vision to start this Sansad Ratna. Even yesterday I was discussing this because we joined 6 years earlier, IIT. Then actually the credit for Ratna is mine. The credit for Sansad is Mr. Srinivasan's. So because I wanted to make it attractive, that's why I wanted this tag of Ratna. And initially we named it Parliament Ratna or something. But then somebody from Delhi suggested that that should be a more Hindi name to kind of make it more attractive. So Sansad became the prefix and Ratna became the suffix. So that's how it started in my office room. But actually the idea of Sansad Ratna is not mine, it's actually Mr. Srinivasan's. And from Kalam, it was actualized by Mr. Srinivasan, I should say that. And almost 8 years ago, they used to conduct in different venues. Then what we wanted to do was, we wanted to create a kind of an awareness among people as well. So because the parliamentarians, we don't have any knowledge of what they are doing in standing committees and other places, and they are not open for everybody. But how parliament functions is very important for an ordinary person to understand in a parliamentary democracy. That is why we wanted to actually incentivize great performance in parliament, because that is actually the bedrock of Indian democracy. So if you look at, as many people have already mentioned, and Honorable Justice has also mentioned, that there is always this negative perception of parliament. People are just shouting and doing nothing. So we wanted to actually say that basically the country operates because of the parliament, not because of anything else. And all the laws are created there. So in many ways, the budget, everything, most important aspects of running a country is basically, it's a brainchild of the parliament. So we wanted to actually do that. That aside, I would like to just do my official ritual of thanking people who have come here. I'll start with the Honorable Justice, retired P Sathasivam, the Governor of Kerala. It was an excellent speech. It was really inspiring, and it was also heartwarming to hear that you are one of the pivotal people in making MP Lad scheme, really operational, and also, and as you rightly pointed out, it has kind of trickled down to various assemblies and other things. So we have MLA lads now, and so once the Supreme Court gives a judgment, it kind of also trickles down to other parts of polity, judiciary, and administration as well. So that's a great decision on part of Justice Sudarshan. And I would like to thank Professor Krishnan. I have to say a couple of words about Professor Krishnan. So he was talking about IIT Madras, but this building is actually how Parliament is for India. For IIT, this building is like Parliament, because ICSR propelled IIT Madras to the first position. In the past, he has been a dean for a pretty long time, because usually it drains you. You become very old once you are a dean of ICSR, because you have thousands of projects, almost 1,500 people work under ICSR. It's actually the biggest probably department in IIT. You have projects all over the world, MOUs, and then patents, you name anything, and it's actually the nerve center of IIT's development in many ways. So I should actually thank Mr. Professor Krishnan for being actually an inspirational leader for us. And he wants to get out of ICSR, but the director doesn't allow him to do that. So, and he was even asking me, why did you call me, man? But a director should have come here. I said, no, sir, please come. They need to know that how various arms of IIT work. So I requested him to come here, and then he doesn't actually come for many of this. He'd like to work, basically. So, and this building is actually the nerve center of IIT. Yeah. So I would like to thank Professor Krishnan. You can see all the facilities, the rooms and other things, and all under his control, and everything is a spick and span and excellent condition. So this ICSR building, our earlier director used to say, why is administration different from ICSR? It's just across, the administration is just across ICSR. Professor Anant one day asked, why are things done differently in ICSR? Why not in administration buildings? Then that is the difference between ICSR and administration buildings. So I hope the director doesn't take it amiss, but anyway, so. So I would like to thank Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal. He's actually a close friend of Mr. Srinivasan, but also a very close friend of IIT Madras also. So he says that he likes to come to IIT Madras, and director has said that if you want to escape from Delhi, please come to IIT Madras. And just in a meeting recently. So thanks to Honorable Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs. And we also miss Ansara Jahirji, who also is a very good friend of IIT Madras, and P Chowdhury ji, also Honorable Minister of Law and Justice. M.R. Madhavan, actually, it's very interesting. I saw his name yesterday in one of the chairs, because couple of weeks ago he got an award as a distinguished alumnus of IIT Madras. So I told him that yesterday, as we were removing all the tags in the name tags in the chair, there is M.R. Madhavan. So he's got another award today. So he's in an award-winning spree. And we use his services very, and many of our students go and actually intern with the LAM fellowships and other things. So it's a great honor. We are planning to conduct workshops on many of these themes, so we seek your support in that sense. And I would like to conclude by thanking all the awardees. It's a great honor to have you here, sir. So I'll start with Shri Bhartrahari Mahtab from BJD Orissa, N.K. Premachandran, Srirang Appabarne, Shri Rajiv Satav, Shri Dhananjay Mahadik, Dr. Hina Gavit, Shri Sanjay Raut, unfortunately who would not come here, and Shri K.N. Balagopal, and Dr. T.N. Seema. Madam, it's a great honor to have all of you here. And hopefully many of the students and youngsters here will actually follow your footsteps. And it is very difficult for us to convince the students to become politicians. But now I think, looking at the way many of you have been excellent role models, we have been pushing them to aspire for political roles as well. So hopefully many students will also be interested in joining politics and moving our country forward. And last but not least, I should thank Department of HSS, who has been giving excellent support, Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, from which I hail, and IC and SR, everybody from Mike and everything, housekeeping, all the people there. The engineering unit, we have a couple of people standing there, our assistant executive engineers. And the security section, the CSO is actually right here, has always been very supportive, and the general IIT administration. I would like to thank all the entire Sansad Ratna team. There are 50 or 100 people, so I cannot thank all of them. Heartfelt thanks to all of them. Now we will have the national anthem, and then we'll conclude.